Welcome to the Sweet Science of Fighting BJJ Instructional Channel. Again, we have James and Ryan. We're going to take you through finishing the triangle from the soft lock without actually having to do the triangle. So just another variation for you. But make sure you check the description as well after this video. Ryan's in the private community there. You can ask him any more questions that you want on any of these instructionals. Plus, you can get your matches broken down by Ryan too. Plus, you have access to all my strength and conditioning programs in there. But we'll get straight to it.
We're going to talk a little bit about the Teepee triangle. Some people may have heard of this, but it is a bit of a obscure option when dealing with a triangle. I developed this early on, discovered that I could do this, especially when I cannot. I'll be honest here. This typically works better with bigger guys. Okay, James is a big guy, and it will work. But like somebody who's way bigger than me, right? Like if they're just like gigantic, and the reason why that is because with those type of guys, as perfect as I can get it, let's say I get everything perfect, I just can't get that triangle that I need, okay? This is a problem, all right? So they will generally start to stack. So I have my soft lock. They're going to stack here. And as they're stacking, this is like terrible. What I want to do is, again, like I said before, remember I'm trying to turn this thing and I can't, right? Let's say I try to turn that angle and I can't do it. So what I'm actually going to do is just accept the stack with the alignment, okay? So he's gonna stack and stack and stack. Now what I wanna do is I'm gonna keep this soft lock. When I keep this soft lock, my hips are coming up and I'm gonna start to squeeze my knees together, okay? And what I'm looking to do now is actually bring my toes over my head, okay? But before I do that, I'm gonna reach behind and S-grip my hands behind my knees. And then the more he pressures into me, the more I can squeeze. Now, this is going to be called the Teepee triangle. There's one other little thing I want to focus on is that when I lock this soft lock in, I need to make sure that I'm again, always posture, right? When he drives in, I'm pulling him in. I want my inside of my thigh up against the sides of his neck here, okay? The carotids. So when I'm here, and now when he stacks, I'm going to pull him in even further into the stack. I'm crunching my knees to my chest. I want to bring my legs over my head. I'm going to accept the stack. I'm going to get here. And then I'm just going to bring my legs over my head. And so my hands are actually assisting this squeeze. So I'm not doing this and just squeezing. My elbows are actually pointing as well. Okay? This is, we'll do it from a different angle real quick. Let's do it from this angle. So we get to a soft lock. I can't turn the angle, okay? I'm doing a good job with posture. He starts to stack me, and I'm like, oh man. What I want to do is bring him in, okay? I'm bringing my knees to my chest, and I'm bringing him further into the position. As he's stacking me, I no longer need I don't need to control the posture anymore. I can go to the S grip behind my legs, and then this is just gonna all squeeze. I'm around his head right now. I can feel it, so I'm just gonna squeeze, and it can be a painful kind of thing too. If my hamstring, if the inside of my thighs are not directly on the neck, and say they're like more on the jaw or the chin, it can be kind of a painful thing as well. But it's pretty incredible how much pressure you can generate by this. I mean, you can generate a ton of pressure this way. It's like a leg press. It's like I always tell guys when I'm teaching triangles, like how much weight can you do this way, and then how much weight can you do with a leg press, right? A leg press is much stronger. You can do a lot more weight that way. So this just makes more sense. So that's going to be the Teepee.
Do you want to show it that way?
Yes.
Without me.
Oh, without you, yes. So.
Oh, wait. Just so I can see the hands.
Oh, yeah. Let's turn my phone. All right, so Teepee method is what it's going to look like without somebody between the legs. We're going to get stacked, okay? And what I'm looking to do, again, is bring my legs over my head, okay? So I'm looking to get like this, okay? I'm accepting the stack and actually overcommitting him almost, right? I'm encouraging the stack to go even further. But before I do that, before I get fully stacked here, I'm bringing my hands behind my legs, okay, with an S grip, 4-finger S grip, and I'm connecting my elbows to my knees, the crook of my elbows to my knees. And then as I'm getting stacked, I'm punching and I'm doing this. I'm straightening my legs, and I'm punching my arms to the ceiling, okay? So everything is squeezing. You can see that this space right here is being eliminated, and it's being reinforced by my arms pressing it in, okay? So just as a general concept and principle here, whenever you're attacking a position, you're trying to finish a submission, doesn't matter what the submission is, you're trying to eliminate space, right? James, in defending, he's trying to create space. So whenever I'm teaching someone, it doesn't matter what it is. If I'm teaching any choke or an arm bar or whatever, I'm trying to look at where's the space at. If I can eliminate where the space is, everything gets much tighter. You can also consider rotation is another way to eliminate space. You can add rotation to anything, and that will eliminate space. So essentially what you're looking at here is a way of reducing as much space as we possibly can so that there's no way for him, there's no wiggle room for him to move, and there's no way for him to put his hands in, so there's just no space. So whenever you're finding that you're trying these triangles or methods and you're drilling them, and your partner's not tapping, really observe what you're doing and see, like, okay, where is there space? Oh, there's space over here. Okay, I need to get rid of that, and then try to figure out how to get rid of that space. So this is going to be the Teepee triangle.